Sorry.
What was that a burp or a cough?
No, I'm just trying to clear my throat.
Oh.
It's all the awesome in my throat. Good morning. Let's go. Welcome to the Do-Over Podcast, the best goddamn podcast you never even heard of. Joining me in studio, Grogg Studio. Live from Grogg Studio. Located in the northeast corner of Willow Knees. Not the studio. No.
You'll
never find out.
No.
Go to Grogg's. Go drink. We got Barbress Jess in studio. What's up, Barbress Jess? Hi. It is a Monday.
Oh my God.
Okay, that's going on a little
Enough.
bit long. Enough. Yeah, enough. It is a Monday. We're doing a Monday recording because, of course, we have a new recording schedule. We have Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Monday, Wednesday episodes of the Do-Over Podcast. Shorter episodes more often. And then Friday, we got taps and takes. It is our new way of doing things in the year of 2026. Mm-hmm. Happy New Year, Jess.
Happy New Year.
How you feeling?
Feeling brand spanking new.
Oh, yeah? Why? Why is that?
Let me tell you my schedule of a normal day to day.
Oh, I got one for you. Okay, go ahead. Okay. I want to hear it. I
wake up probably about 5.
5?
5.
Ew. When did you go to bed?
Like 10. It's not a great, 10's early-ish.
That's not bad.
It's still, I don't wake up like not exhausted.
Right.
So I wake up at 5. I go hit legs probably because I'm a gym girl.
Yeah, you're a gym rat now.
I'm a literal gym rat.
I'm a gym girly.
I have a date with Jim. Man or Jim, you'll never know.
No, it's the gym. It's the gym, I lift weights. My Benny man named Silkies.
Yesterday I hit arms because I'm bulked up.
Oh, dude. I've been like, hey, new year, new me.
Yeah.
And I'm being really good on my diet. Sarah's being really good on the diet. So I'm like, I need to start going to the gym. The girls start school today. And I was like, I'm going to get up early. I'm going to go do it.
Yeah. Did you do it?
No, I slept through my alarm. And then Sarah guilts me by bringing in my small child to be like, Daddy, I thought you were going to take us to school. And I was like, oh, I'm a failure of a father.
Obviously.
And she has her little Gryffindor sweater on because she's all into Harry Potter now. She's like, Daddy, look, and I'm wearing the gloves. And I'm like, no, I failed you as a father. Anyways, continue.
Well, are you going to go after this? Because I'm going later. I didn't go this morning. I'm going later.
No, I'm waiting for you to tell me your day so I can tell you my day. Oh. And JT Schuster, 49, thank you for the sub. We appreciate that.
Yeah. Also, Magic Focus, I've been here.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. Wake up. Do my workout. Only naturally after I drink an Alani.
What's that?
The energy drink.
Oh, Alani? It's not like a pre-workout. Do you do pre-workout?
Oh, God, no.
No? It cracks you out too hard?
It makes me have problems.
Like poo-poo problems?
Yes. Yeah.
By the way, for some reason, that story of Elliot's friend clogging up just keeps on going. Like every day, it has almost 1,000 shares. It just keeps on going on Instagram.
He's not even that funny.
You know what?
What is that about?
What is that about? I feel like he could have been a little bit more funnier through the whole story.
He could have been funnier.
He could have. Yeah. He got like a 6 out of 10 on that.
I was going to give him a 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, then I'm lowering it. Let's split it. 5.5. 5.5 funny on the reel that for some reason everyone loes.
I know.
I just don't
where
get
it's
it.
not even funny. Anyway, back to the funny one. I go to the gym. Okay, and then I come back. And then I get ready for work. And I say, get ready with me to go to work. And then I do. I get ready with myself.
Get ready with me.
Get ready with me. I get ready for work. And then I'm there for 12 hours. I'm just like so disciplined.
Jess, you told me specifically you're changing your schedule.
Yeah.
So then why are you going to the gym? You were supposed to be off today. I'm
off of work.
You just said you're going to go work for 12 hours.
No, that's my normal day. Not today. That's my normal day.
Okay.
No, I'm doing this. And then I have so much laundry, I can't even tell you. And then I'm going to the gym.
Oh, okay. So you didn't go this morning?
I woke up to go this morning, and then I thought, why am I going right now?
Yeah.
When I have later?
Yeah. I just want sweepy peepees.
Yeah. Be for real.
Jess.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of did something similar because I woke up. So my plan, here's what my day entails.
Mm-hmm.
I have to go and take photos of a new listing.
Okay.
Write a listing contract and get that live. I have to get our other episode that's supposed to be live right now that I'm waiting on the SOC and the thumbnail from Eddie. I'm waiting on that to get that live. Mm-hmm. We're doing this.
Yeah.
Then I need to go to work, do all that stuff. Ollie, one of our dogs, is like end of life, probably.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'll talk about that in a second. And I had to get her into the vet at 3:40. Then I have to go get another contract for another house in contract.
Okay.
And I was in order to like make this make time, like time sense for me. I needed to leave at like 6:30 this morning to go take those pictures.
Okay.
I slept through my alarm.
Yeah.
Like,
is the light even good at that time?
So the golden hour is either right in the morning or right before the sunset. Like those two times, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Any other time, the sun tends to be like super harsh, and you could kind of tweak that in the camera itself and then in editing. But if you don't go at the right time, you're not presenting the exteriors as the best way possible. Yeah. And this is just from like trial and error for like so long. And I feel bad, but like I worked all weekend. Like on Sunday, I was in that particular house, cleaning, sweeping, doing countertops, just making sure everything looked good in order to do this. And I had set it up. And you know, when you like do a lot of pre-planning and you're like, oh man, I'm going to get up. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. And it's going to be like, bam, 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 bam. And you don't have it. No.
What's that?
No.
I'm going to hit you with some preaching.
Okay.
When we make plans, God laughs.
Did you hear that a lot? Did you hear that a lot growing up? Yeah.
Yeah. Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord.
Oh my God. Look at you dropping scripture. Are you boning up on the Bibles?
Ben.
Wait, do you like read the Bible?
I haven't in a while, but I
Go for it. Okay. Tell me.
I used to have a very strict Bible schedule.
Okay.
I'd go to school, like high school, and I would tell everybody, if you're having sex, you're going to hell. Oh,
you were that person?
I was so annoying.
You were that person, Jess?
Not like in person, but over MySpace, I was. Like, I'd be like, new status update.
Oh, so you're saying like front facing, it was one thing, but behind the scenes was another, like most Christians on Twitter?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or like my best friend at the time, kind of a whore. Mm-hmm. She was like doing it, and I'd be like, what are you doing? You know, like, how are you doing that? That's
You're how
crazy.
Old? You're how, like 14, 15?
This started at like 12, but yeah. Yeah.
And then fast forward like 8 years and you're like, you're all, you know what? This sex stuff is the best stuff.
I'm all listen, guys.
No, you know? I love your losing your virginity story so much. It is the best one. It is the best.
It's terrible. I threw up in the car.
In a bag, right?
In a McDonald's bag. I threw up in a car in a McDonald's bag because I was so upset.
What does that mentally do to a man? He's like, finally we get it and we do this covenant with one another, and then all of a sudden you're all
No, he literally was like, baby, we've never been so close. Mind you, we'd been together already for 3 years. I'm like, well, this is what brought us closer.
And he legit like pressured you, right? He was like,
he if he were here, he would be like, no, I didn't, because he never was like, he never forced it on me. Like,
okay. Well, that's good. That's good.
But he would say things like, you know, like, I got other girls that want me and my own girlfriend doesn't want me.
Oh my God. He would say that?
Yeah.
Oh
there's
God.
one girl in particular I will never forget.
That
Martha.
Martha? Her name was Martha? Was she little thoughty, too hotty?
She was
or
so hot.
Oh, really?
I was so upset because she was like, she had a man, but he was making it seem like she would like.
She would do it.
Yes, but he was friends with her man. So I was like, that's really rude of you to do that. That's what?
He's like, no, we're going to be working on a polyamorous relationship. She's going to have multiple boyfriends.
Tower, you know.
What do you feel about the idea of polyamorous relationships? Now, you are a self-proclaimed kind of like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Thank you, Hoser me. Everyone be nicer. Drew will F you in front of the whole crew. That episode's coming out very, very soon, guys. So you'll be able to see what that's all about if you missed it. But like the idea of polyamory in general, of like there's, I've seen a couple definitions. There's some people that says like polyamory is just like an open relationship. But I thought polyamorousness is like in living with multiple people in a single relationship. Like, like 2 guys, 2 girls, or 1 girl with 2 guys, or 1 guy with like multiple girls, right?
Right.
That are all together like dating.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know what is the actual.
I think being open is having an open relationship. I don't necessarily think that's poly unless so one of my friends considers she and her husband open. Right. But they don't date other people.
Got it.
They just can
they can just sleep with the other people.
Within reason. Like he has to tell her or she has to tell him. And their one rule is like, you can't just like willy-nilly be talking to them all day, every day. Yeah. Forming that relationship. But I think being polyamorous, I would think the same as you. Like you are in like a relationship. Yeah.
Like there's feelings involved and stuff. Yeah. So polyamory is a form of consensual non-monogamy where people have multiple intimate, romantic, or sexual relationships simultaneously with the full knowledge and consent of everyone involved, emphasizing ethical communication, trust, and open agreement. So they're saying the open relationship is polyamory. Okay. But I thought it was you are together in a relationship. Yeah. I thought that's what the definition of it was. I thought that too. Yeah, like throuple versus poly. So then what's the technical term for like people legit? Because you see this popping up in like the younger crowd a lot. A lot of my clients are like this. Being more open to that kind of like arrangement. I don't think I could ever do anything like that. You know what I mean? I am so psychotic. Yeah. I don't know what I would do. I'm like, pause. Yes. Pause. You're correct. You are correct. Retweet. Yeah. But I think Silks is like, you wanted to. Oh no. No. Not a relationship. No. If there was a hot girl that piqued my interest, I don't think he'd be upset. Okay, hold on. Let's unpack this for a second. Okay. So I think Silks comes across as very chill, cool, nothing really bothers him type of person. If it came down to it, right? If that was like a real thing, I almost guarantee you, he would express not coolness about the whole thing. I never make him mad. It's the craziest thing. Sure. Sure. That's so, yeah, you're right. Ever. So I can't picture myself being like, that girl's hot. I'm going to go do what is it called? The shocker? The shocker. I'll be right back. I feel like he'd be like, all right, let me know how it goes later. I can't picture him being mad about it. There's no way. He would say that and like be like he's cool with it, but the moment you actually left to go do it, he'd feel some type of way. I guarantee you. You know, do you remember on air when we were talking about like jealousy and what like we like ranked each other how jealous we are? Right. Remember we called him and you said, how jealous are you? Scale of 1 to 10. And he goes, maybe a 1. Do you remember that? Yeah. That made me so mad. I was like, what do you mean you're not like mad? Like, okay. Maybe he's just built in a different way because when I was younger, I was a lot more jealous.
Yeah.
Like when I was younger, before like some hardcore maturing, because I was, an active alcoholic for so long that like they say when you get sober, you kind of start actually mentally maturing. So if you're drinking into like alcoholically into your 30s and then you stop, well, you got 10, 15 years to go to actually be like emotionally mature. So when I was younger, I was a lot more jealous. I stopped being so jealous. Like jealous isn't the right word. It's more so
like territorial a little bit.
A little bit. But I think that there's a healthy level of territorialness with your partner of like, if you are establishing a monogamous relationship versus people that are dating that wants to fight any dude that looks at his lady. Like, I think you can sum up male jealousy this way.
Yeah.
There's like dudes that know they have a hot chick and when they walk around, they get looks and they're like, hey, I did that. Right. Then there's the dudes that are like, don't look at my wife or my lady. I don't think there's like any in between of healthy.
Yeah.
Right. It's either one that they're totally cool and confident and comfortable. And then there's the jealous type. So there's like the Elliots on one and then there's the Silks on the other. Because Elliot just wants to destroy anyone that looks at Lady Jams in any way.
Yeah.
And then you have the kind of Silk side of things that's just like kind of like, well,
Okay, let me give you an example. You're going to crack up. Okay, so I have this friend from a previously male friend who then proceeded to be like, hey, by the way, I'm in love with you.
Oh, and that's fine.
You know how men do that?
Yeah, they just drop that on you when you think you're buddies and they're like, oh, I have a shrine.
Wait, what? We're like homies, I thought. And it's like, but be my like forever homie, you know? And I'm like, oh, dear God. So he like confessed his love for me. It was this whole thing. And it was right before Chris and I started dating. So I had told Chris about it. I'm like, man, like I have this homeboy and he just like did this and that. And Chris was like, oh, kind of brushed it off, whatever. Fast forward 2 years, we run into him. We were out together. To dinner. And we run into him. And Chris knows exactly who he is because I told him this story. It was like a whole thing. And Chris is like, what's up, man? Oh my God. Like Jess has told me so much about you. Like being friendly.
Right.
And I'm like, this could never be me, by the way. I would
what
be
do you
like,
mean?
like if we ran into like some girl that had confessed her love for Chris, I would not be trying to be best friends with her. And Chris just doesn't care. And so later that night, I'm like, you are so crazy because like, I don't understand how that works. And he's like, if I love you, of course other people are going to. Duh.
That's a really healthy way to look at it, though. But like, I have not a similar, but something similar. So when me and Sarah split up and then got back together, she has a close friend that's a guy, and he was kind of like, "Hey, exes were exes for a reason." He was kind of like, I don't think you guys should get back together, kind of a deal. And I was thinking to myself, he's probably in love with her.
Yeah.
And either has not confessed his love or has, and she hasn't told me. I have a close friend that I basically grew up with like a sister, right? And we are always just like homies.
Yeah.
Period. Hard stop. Yeah. That's just like our relationship. She's like a little sister. Like if I saw her, punch her in the arm kind of a deal.
Yeah.
And it's so hard for people to understand that, especially because of the way she looks. Because she's a rather attractive person.
So obviously you must be in love with her.
Exactly. Right. When I'm like, bro, me and this bitch used to drink beers and I would just watch rom-coms and like fucking YouTube and sleep on the floor when she slept in my parents' bed.
But you know what I mean? It's the point of like, this is what every rom-com is. It's always the girl and the guy best friend. And then they end up.
But that's so stupid because
I understand.
It's stupid because if there was anything there, that would have been explored and figured out
years ago,
right? We're friends.
Yeah.
We laugh like hysterically whenever we're around because we have this weird sense of humor that kind of just meshes with each other.
Yeah.
And we understand that we are great friends. There has never been a conflating of that.
Yeah.
Ever. And I mean ever.
What a blessing because that's rare.
It's so rare. But I also grew up in a female dominated household.
Yeah.
With sisters and their friends And, you know, they were so much older than me that it was just comfortable for me to have relationships with women that were like friends because of my sisters and their friends and all of that. Like, it's not to say I don't have like friends that are guys. Of course I did. But it's like, it's normal. But that like so many partners are just not okay with it.
Yeah.
Just you can only be friends with girls.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Does he have like a chill homie friend that's like a chick?
Yeah, a couple of them.
Okay, here's a real question. Be honest. Would you feel better about their friendship if she's not attractive? Let me rephrase this.
Yeah. I totally get what you're saying.
Would you feel better if she was like frumpy and not super hot, or if she was super hot? Which would you feel better realm-wise?
Well, my experience is somehow this dude just has hot women just around him all the time.
Right. Well, because of his job.
I don't know how I don't know. I mean, not to say that he's not great. I'm obviously dating him, but like all of his exes have been beautiful. His girlfriends are beautiful. Like, so it was hard at first for me. Totally. To like
understand that like
these are beautiful women and he's not sexually attracted to them. Yeah. Like that. I think from experience, I only have a couple of friends in my whole life that have been men that have not tried to do that with me.
Right. Yeah.
So like,
and here, continue.
No, that's it. Yeah.
Because, and also on the opposite end of that, a lot of dudes use that as a way to get in close to a girl. Like, oh, I want to be your friend, and then drop the I love you bomb on them. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Which is also unfair. That is not a fair thing to do, to like set up a relationship with someone like, hey, I enjoy you as a person. I don't want to stick my pee-pee in you. Yeah. I just want to like laugh at movies and, you know, punch you in the face. You know what I mean? Like as homies. Yeah. Right. Like my friend, I like make fun of her the way I make fun of Elliot or anyone, because that's my way of showing like, I'm your friend. I love you. I'm comfortable enough to do that with you. Yeah. You know what I mean? Which also is another story for a different time about how healthy that is for men to show their affection that way. But I digress. My whole point is like, that's also not fair. That's not a fair thing to like get into any type of like relationship with someone as a homie and then just harbor those feelings for someone that like, that's not like, an honest thing to do.
I feel like they always do it when they sense that you're going to start like dating somebody else, or it's like they're afraid of like the one that did it to me was like, I had told him about Chris and he was like, well, what about us? And I was like, what about
us?
What do you mean?
There is no us.
What do you mean? Like,
what are you talking about?
Yeah. And he was like, well, like, you know, I don't want to be just friends. I was like, we've been just friends for 15 years.
Yeah. So what do you mean you don't? Exactly.
What do you mean now? Like, what? And he's like, well, you know, you got married and then this happened. And I'm like, but in all of these years, you still didn't say anything until right now.
Right. Yeah. Because he probably felt like it was going to be his time.
He's finally.
Like, it's now my time.
It's my time,
and
my way.
Now you start talking about, you know what I mean? And that's kind of what I told Sarah about her friend. I was like, you know, I don't know. Most people that are just like friends, and you're talking about how you're going to get back with someone that you love and they'd be supportive. Yeah. I'm like, I would be, you know, it just seemed kind of manipulative to me a little bit. I kind of overlooked it because I understand Sarah's a lovable person. She's a great woman. She's beautiful. I'm like, I understand, just like how Chris said about you. Like, I understand why other people, but you need to be open and honest about your feelings. You can't like lie about it.
No.
Right? Like,
what does that do for you?
And also, it clearly is making you not able to give advice in a non-biased way. Whereas, because you are trying to harbor your feelings and you're telling them things that they are thinking is friend advice, but it's, I'm in love with you and I want to get you to myself advice. Right. And I'm like, and that's completely unfair. So here's the thing. We can end this conversation on this. If you are in love, if you have like a mutual relationship with someone that's like a homie and it's a guy and a girl and you're straight and whatever, and you're harboring those feelings, you just need to tell them.
Just do it.
But don't do it in like an overbearing kind of like I love you, my moon of my moons, and I want you to be, because they
Don't
may
be
not.
Elliot.
Yeah, don't be an Elliot, because they may not pick up what you're putting down.
Yeah.
But if you're like, listen, we have been friends for a long time. I'm starting to get these feelings for you. I'm going to tell you this. Because it's fair to you to know, and if this is gonna like, funk up our relationship a little bit, I can step away.
Yeah,
which is heartbreaking because you don't want to lose friends, but at least that because it's not fair to the other person. You know what I mean? Now, what a way to start!
I know,
some life advice. Now, speaking of young love, I got some stories.
I love young love.
I love young love.
I love young love.
I love young love. I love young love. So coming up next, I have a story about some serious snoots magoots.
Oh.
And the wonderful time I had with Lady Jams and Elliot this weekend, taking some beautiful pictures. But this is a whole experience and story in and of itself.
I love that.
Okay.
I'm ready for it.
I can't wait. That's coming up next. Hello, it's Drew with the Do Over Podcast with Eddie from the Do Over Podcast.
What's up?
We're just reminding you that Grogg's is the only establishment in which you should exchange money for alcoholic beverages. Not only that, delicious fried food.
Ooh, love fried food.
I love fried food. It's at the northeast corner of Willow and Ease. And the owner, Royce, will beat the crap out of you, not physically, in darts. He will beat you bad. Right there.
Right there.
And they also have Tekken.
Hell yeah. Tekken.
This is why we support Grogs and Grogs support us. Delicious food, delicious drinks, and you sitting in this wonderful Irish pub. You know where to go.
Look behind me.
Yeah.
You could be sitting here right now.
Bingo. Thanks to Grogs for sponsoring the Do Over Podcast in our lovely, lovely studio. It's now the Grogg studio, and you know why. Because this is the only spot to get your drink on.
Yeah. And watch sports.
Oh, look at that.
Watch sports, eat fried food, get your drink on.
It's a magical mathematical equation of greatness.
Magical. The happiest place on earth.
Magical. And we're back. Thanks to Grogs for being our official studio sponsor. This is Grogg Studio. Thank you so very much to Royce and all the boys and girls over at Grogg's Traditional Irish Pub. Keep your eyes open for taps and takes dropping on Friday live from Grogg's. When we talk all that nerd news and all that sports news. Now, Jess, you were having potty issues. How is this not? This is just the common theme with you, having so many potty issues.
But it wasn't like a stomach problem. It was I went to go and the light was off, so I went to turn the light on and it wouldn't turn on, so I just peed in the pitch black.
In the pitch black.
In the pitch black. I don't even know if I peed in the toilet at this point.
Oh, that's cool.
We're only gonna guess.
It's a semi-public toilet, so you might as well just pee on the ground.
Yeah.
That's what everyone else does.
That seems
you are spoiled with girls as public restrooms, because I'm assuming that they're for the most part, I know there can be outliers, but for the most part, probably pretty well kept. I don't even know what dudes do in the bathrooms and why they think it's a good idea. I hate going to public restrooms. I
feel like y'all stand on your head and start peeing and just see where it goes.
Dude, if it wasn't so disgusting, I would take pictures at some of the male restrooms at Chevrons and stuff on the road. It is horrendous. What are we doing here, guys? Anyways, we don't need to talk about that. I do want to give a shout out really quick. Big shout out to Larry and Jennifer, both shouting out. Big supporters. Support the girls. So love them. Big fans of the podcast. So thank you so very much. We really do appreciate that. And all of our Patreon supporters, we appreciate you guys as well. We're going to be working on some new kind of rewards for the Patreon people, because they've been the OGs and have been there in the long run. And if you want to get in and support further, if you wanted to, you can. There's a link down below if you want to check it out. Now, let's get into it. Okay. So, as we know, I've been on major want to take pictures of Elliot and Lady Jams. And as we know, I was not invited to do the engagement photos, which, as we all know, I was not a fan of. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I'm just X'd out. I'm not part of the family anymore. Elliot's like, I'm going to go to LA and buy, and I'm going to have this big old thing, and none of the friends are coming, or this friend. this friend's not coming. He's not taking pictures. So I was heartbroken. But then Elliot, there was a shining beam of light.
Mm-hmm.
He said, hey, we want to take some save the date photos.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you can be around? I was like, anything for you, dog.
Wow.
I will overlook the fact that you did not give me a Christmas present and that you totally
Don't talk about that right now.
kicked me in my face. Someone else didn't give me one either, but that's okay.
It's coming.
Yeah. Sure.
It's your Valentine's Day present.
That it's, kick me in my face. Yeah. You'll get it for your birthday, March 1st.
Yeah.
So, and I felt, sad, but like, I get it. There's a lot of stuff going on in Elliot's life. So when he wanted to do these pictures, I was like, cool. Yeah. Done. I'll do anything. Now, I go overboard to a degree when I have a big responsibility on my back. And I feel like something like this is a big responsibility. So and I'm going to tell the whole story of this, but I'm going to leave a lot of personal information out of it because I don't know how much they want to say publicly. So I'm not going to. But I will tell you about the broad strokes of this because it was kind of funny how it went down. So I get horribly nervous if I have a big responsibility on my back. Like even when I shot Colleen's wedding, I was like, you have to have a B camera.
Yeah.
You have to have a B, or an A. Like, go get someone to take the photos and I'll be there and I'll just give them to you because if anything happens, like, it makes me horribly, horribly paranoid. Okay. So when Lady Jams, she said, hey, I was like, what kind of vibe do you want to go for? Like, what are you thinking? And she's like, this. And she's like, sent me this spot. Mm-hmm. And she's like, I think that would be really cool here. And I'm like, oh my God, that would be beautiful. Like, that would be absolutely gorgeous. So without calling him out directly, it is a room that is of a primary color in the area.
Yeah.
And it's owned by a catering business. Okay. So, and it's kind of a little bit more fancy, but I was like, you know what? They're giving me this responsibility. I'm going to walk in. I'm going to do like the groundwork.
Yeah.
Okay. Walk in, get this all set up. So I go to this place at like on a Wednesday at like 11 a.m.
Okay. Is there anybody there?
No.
Okay.
There's not a soul inside. So I'm like, this is going to be easy.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to be able to work this out. We can come in around this time on like a Saturday before like they open. There won't be a lot of people here. We can just knock them out. We only need about 30, 40 minutes, whatever. We would be done. So one of the waiters comes up and I was like, hey, I was thinking about doing this. Today. He's like, you need to go around and go to the office on the other side. I was like, okay. So I go to the office. I get the person out there. Right when I describe what I want to do, I'm like, yeah, it's save the date photos. We thought that your location would be amazing. And we need like 30, 40 minutes. We'll be in and out. She's like, the management really doesn't like it when people do that. Take pictures here. They just really prefer people don't.
It's such good advertisement, by the way.
Yeah. And like, look, I'm not saying we're famous by any means. I know we're not. But people, we do have a decent little following locally. This is a local location. It would be decent advertisement. All right. But I didn't want to like say that. I was just like, okay, and she's like, you have to book way in advance, only Mondays and Tuesdays, not the weekend. And I'm like, okay, well, I figured, how I just walked in right now, there's like no one there. I figured,
Yeah.
She's like, no. And I'll email you the details, but why don't you try this location downtown? They allow, people doing what you're doing a little bit easier. Okay. So she basically sent me downtown to a ballroom.
Oh.
And it was not. So she gives me the details. When she emailed it, first of all, she was super snooty about when I say there's like caricatures in movies of like pretentious, snooty people, right? That is almost the direct vibe I got from this person. And I'm like, you're in Fresno.
Yeah.
Like, there's no one in there. It's dead.
It's dead.
Like, do not act. Now, to be fair, the way that it is, I could understand like a lot of like wannabe influencers to be like, oh, let's go do some like content out there. Like, I could totally see that. But this is like legit coming, save the date photos. Like, come on.
Yeah.
So I call Lady Jams and I feel sad because I'm like, I know you wanted this, but this is very difficult. I showed them the email that they sent me. They wanted me to book it on a Monday or a Tuesday for $250.
No.
And I was like, I don't know if this is going to work. You know, let me go. Knowing the vibe that they want to go for, I'm like, let me go and check out like Fleming's.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go and check out like, Limelight and stuff. So I walk into Fleming's and I'm explaining to the front desk lady, like the hostess, like what we want to do. She's like, oh, hold on. Gets the manager, Brian. Okay. Brian comes out. I explained to him, he's like, say less. Come on down. He's like,
so cute.
He's like, you like how it looks in there? I'm like, He's like, you want me to I can adjust the lighting. You want me to like bring it up, bring it down.
So cute. I love that.
Super accommodating, right? Then I go and hit the Limelight, the manager out there, Clint. I explained to him what I'm doing. He's like, say less. Books me 2 hours in the patio without a word, just does it. And he's like, whatever you want, man. Because I'm explaining, I'm like, I don't want to like get in people's way. And like Limelight is not they are both, Fleming's and Limelight both.
Yes.
Busy establishments. So then I get both of these things booked. Fleming's first, then Limelight at 5 on Saturday. So Saturday it's 1 o'clock at Fleming's, then Limelight at 5. So there's a gap in the middle. Now I send them on Wednesday where I'm going when, just to set it up. I call Elliot and tell him, hey, bud, these are the times. 1 o'clock at Fleming's, 5 o'clock at Limelight.
Yeah.
Day of photos, which is Saturday. I text them, photo day, yeah. And they're like, he doesn't say anything. He likes the message that, hey, I'm going here at like 3 and here at like 4. When I'm setting him up, I sent it on Wednesday.
Yeah.
No word. I didn't think anything of it. And then I'm like, it's Elliot. He's not going to call me to verify if the times have changed. He's going to assume that the times have changed because he didn't look at the day that text was sent. I call him, buddy, I sent that on Wednesday. Our photos are at 1 at Fleming's and 5 at Limelight. He's like, oh, okay. It did not change. I'm like, nope, did not change. This is at 11. No. This is at 11:45.
Oh no.
This gives them an hour and 15 minutes to get ready and get down there. And get down there. Okay. So he's late by like 10 minutes. And I can tell that's annoying the absolute piss out of Lady Jams.
Oh, she's like livid. Yeah.
But we proceed to take beautiful photos inside of Fleming's. And when I say they were accommodating, like they went above and beyond. They made mock cocktails for him to have in the shot. They let us like move all the table like set up and stuff. And like, I cannot express how cool they were.
Yeah.
And then Limelight, also same thing. And then when we were done, they're like, hey, we want to treat you to food. And I know what Elliot's doing. He wants me to be a fat ass.
He does.
He does because he's gaining a little bit of weight. Just a little bit.
Just
a little
bit.
Little Del Taco weight. It's a little Del Taco weight on the bones, right?
Yeah.
So I know what he's doing. He's like, hey, why don't you just go ahead and sit down, Drew? Break your diet. Say less, fam.
Bad influence.
Yeah, say less, fam. First of all, great food at the Limelight.
Yeah.
We're there for like 3 hours. But then like me, Elliot, and Lady Jams, Elliot's having an old fashioned. We're just talking. Is proceeding to like, I'm having a great time with them because I haven't really had a chance to like sit down and talk to her. And I see like the position that they're in and how quick this is going for him, like moving and how kind of like crazy that can be and like the engagement and now planning a wedding and like doing all this stuff. And like, it was fun talking to them.
Yeah.
Like just in like a raw situation where like all the friends aren't there like joking around. It's just us three. And it's funny because a lot of like what I see in him, the reason why me and Elliot have gotten along so well, like my whole life, is that, or as long as I've known him, is because I saw a lot of like me in him, right? Like a lot of me in him and like how he approaches things. I'm a little bit more like a little bit less relaxed than he is about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But a lot of him I see in me, and I see kind of how I was with Sarah in the beginning. Like we will do anything for that person.
Yeah.
And I'm trying, I feel like super unk, like sitting there and talking.
I love that you're using that terminology. You're so hip.
It's like, I felt
super unk.
I felt super unk because like I'm 41, I'm turning 42.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm talking to these young people starting their lives in a different way. You know what I mean? But, and like trying to like give advice, but like, the whole time, me and Lady James were just cracking jokes on Elliot. And it was great.
I love that.
I was like, yes.
I love when she gets like a little mean to him. It's my favorite.
She wasn't mean.
But she's a good roaster. I love that.
How do I put it? She wasn't mean at all.
Yeah.
It was like, it was raw and real. And like, I actually got to actually meet the person. You know what I mean? That was one thing that I've been missing. Because we haven't really spent time together.
Yeah.
When we have ever been in the same vicinity, it was always in a group. So I actually got to like see how she's doing and like how she's dealing with this. And like me like kind of jabbing at Elliot a little bit because it's like, dude, you're expecting a lot of this woman.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Yeah.
And that's all for you, even though it's also for her. But it's all for you, dog.
Yeah.
So it was just a great time. Like,
he's a lucky man.
He is.
He's a very lucky man.
I mean, he's lucky she's putting a lot of her life on hold for him.
Yeah.
I will say that. But no, it was a great dinner.
I love that.
I took some gorgeous photos. On Friday, Elliot's going to be calling in. I'm going to show some of these photos. Beautiful.
I'm so excited.
Beautiful. I know. I still cannot get over how snooty that person was. Like how absolutely snooty.
I can't with that.
Have you ever dealt with like a super snooty person?
Yeah. And her daughter.
Tell me.
Okay. I'm going to preface this. I literally just told this story the other day. It's going to sound like I'm lying. This sounds like a joke.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The same way I felt.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
You people actually exist?
Yeah. Yeah. So I went to high school with this girl. And then one year she just kind of like disappeared. Didn't see her. I don't know what happened to her. Years later, I get licensed to do hair. And she and her mom both come to me. I'm not even in a salon yet. I'm in my parents' house.
Oh, you're cutting hair out of your parents' house?
Mm-hmm. I had bought like a gymnastics mat pretty much so I could vacuum the hair easily and like had a little tiny setup in my room. It was so ghetto. It was so illegal. Like,
yeah. It's
not good.
Not legal. So this
Not
is all
good.
allegedly.
Allegedly, this didn't happen.
Just like I didn't get my hair cut during COVID.
Right. I'm like, I'm prefacing this with, it sounds like a lie. It's because it is. But so they both come to me. I had not seen this girl since high school.
Mm-hmm.
So I was telling this story the other day because I remembered when we were talking about your situation in Target, which, you know, you'll hear on the episode, but how you felt like you were kind of being profiled because of your appearance.
Right.
At this point in my life, I was blonde. I was doing makeup, but not well.
Mm.
Like I had a couple of visible tattoos and a nose ring. My parents are at work, so like they're not there. And they knew the situation. They knew I wasn't in a salon yet. I had been licensed maybe a week.
Right. You just got licensed.
I just put like on, I think it was Instagram or Facebook. Like I just got licensed. Like if anyone wants, like I need to build my portfolio now.
Right.
So I was doing these things for free, like all kinds of stuff. The lady walks in to my room. I hadn't met her. I'd only met the daughter. And she's like, okay, like this is like cute or whatever, but you are not touching my hair. I thought she was about to roast my setup because it was ghetto.
Right.
No, she goes, this is cute or whatever. You're not touching my hair.
Rude people, dude.
And the daughter at the time is like, Mom, like,
right.
you know, and she goes, you can get your hair done, but I'm not. So I'm going to leave and I'll come back and pick you up. And she was like, okay. So I was like really rubbed wrong. And I was like, girl, like, if you don't want to be here, that's fine.
Yeah, you don't need to be here.
You don't need to be here.
Right.
Like,
and insulting you knowing that you just got licensed to be like,
well, and like, I'm at home, so I'm not like, quite literally, if they wanted to wash their hair, they had to get in my shower.
Right.
It was so ghetto. Like,
right.
I'm not dressed to the nines by any means. I'm in like a sweatshirt and pants and like, so she like looked at, I could tell she was like, you look trashy pretty much. Like, you're not going to touch my hair. And a lot of the older generation is like that to this day. Like, if they come, like, I have a couple of old biddies, you know, if they come to see me.
I got a couple of old biddies.
If they come to see me and I'm like not wearing makeup that day, they're like, oh, you're just like, are you tired?
No, before you continue, you're right. Because the older generation is very big on like how you look outside. Like, you know how like it was a big thing for a while for like girls not to shave their pits. I don't know if that's still going on or not, but like that would horrify.
Oh, my grandma would die.
Dude, they used to cut off their pinky toe to fit in smaller shoes.
Yeah.
Like crazy stuff like that. Like
crazy.
That's how they were.
Yeah.
Dude, low key, I've heard stories of, you know, older women when they were young being forcibly put on diet pills.
Yeah.
So they didn't gain weight.
They were all about
because it was more about like you need to be the popular cute one to get like the good husband to take care of you kind of a thing.
It's like in Mulan.
Yeah.
She gets all dressed up to find her man.
What you're saying is this is like Mulan.
This is like Mulan. Obviously, I've seen this movie before. It's like Mulan. But I do the daughter's hair against my better judgment. Like I did not want to do it. And I had told her, you know, you don't need to be here. And she was like, no, like we need to catch up, blah, blah, blah. So I do her hair. When I tell you, it was just one all over color. So I didn't bleach it. I didn't cut it. It was just one plain color. She went in my shower, took a shower, came back. I blowed it dry. I curled it. Super cute, whatever. She leaves. The mom hits me up on some social media. I can't remember. She says to me, and I quote, meet me behind Fashion Fair. I'm going to fuck you up. And I'm like reading it and I'm like, what? And as I'm reading this, I'm like, wait. She didn't send this to the right person. This wasn't.
Yeah,
accident.
this was it. Yeah.
Because it wasn't like my daughter's hair looks terrible. It wasn't anything like that. It was just, it's just this sent to me. And I'm like, she didn't. So I respond back. I said, wrong person, ? She said, no, my daughter looks like a whore.
Oh my God.
She did her hair like a dark red.
Yeah.
To the point where it was like only red in the sunlight.
Right. Yeah.
And she was like, my daughter looks like a whore. Meet me behind Fashion Fair. I said,
is that the fighting spot?
Apparently.
Is that like the biddies fighting spot?
Mind
Meet
you,
me behind Fashion Fair.
Meet me behind Fashion Fair.
That's such a weird, like very specific place to meet behind Fashion Fair. I'm like,
and behind can mean so many things.
Right. Yeah.
Where
there's a lot of behind.
There's behind everywhere. So I'm like, mind you, I'm 19.
Right.
She's probably 45. And I'm like, so I respond to her. I said, I'm not fighting you.
Yeah, I'm not going to fight you, Biddy.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. And I had to block her.
No way.
I was nervous because that she was going to show up to my parents' house.
Right. Like, yeah. She knows where you live.
Yeah. It was like a whole thing. And so after that, I decided if I got even that vibe from somebody that
Right.
was older that wanted
Yeah.
to come to me, because I knew at that point I was going to get more tattoos. I was going
Right,
to, you know, I was like, I'm not doing that.
That's psycho stuff.
Yeah.
That is like psycho behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even just to, I know that like hair is hair, but like people like also freak out so bad about hair. And I'm like, dude, it like grows back. You can change it any color you want. Like it just takes time,
People
but like,
get
you're fine.
sued.
That's crazy. Well, I understand if like the what's it called experience when you go down and you're paying 16 grand for a haircut.
Oh my God.
And it doesn't
Hair
turn
by
out.
Chrissy.
Yeah. Hair by Chrissy. That you're paying for the Hair by Chrissy experience.
Right.
Like, and you don't get what you want, or they kind of put you to the side or whatever. Like, I gotta understand.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
But people also freak out so much about hair to a degree that's like crazy.
It's very unhealthy.
That story, it sounds like she's just a bitch. Like, she's just nuts.
Well, and she was like, if you picture like 45-year-old white woman that peaked in high school.
Right. That's what it is.
That was her.
Kind of upset about life. Married the dude that knocked her up. Not too happy. Lives vicariously through her daughter. So now her daughter's life is now her life.
And her daughter, who was like so stunning, gorgeous, had really beautiful hair.
Right.
She's obviously going to be her biggest hater. You know, it was one of those things.
Do you think that's a real thing?
Yeah.
Like moms being their daughters' haters because their daughters are like more liked or more pretty than they were?
I think it's such a psycho thing.
It's
but
a psycho thing.
I do think it's real. I had a few friends where their moms, like I had one, for example, and she was this like kind of thick, but beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, and when I say thick, I mean,
like you're in the right spots.
Yeah. I'm like hot, right? Her mom constantly, you're getting fat. Are you eating that? Like things like that. Like, what is that?
Okay.
What is that?
That's psycho.
Yeah.
Especially if they carry their weight in the right way. I think there's a fine balance because, you know, I'm a father of, you know, 2 little girls and my 19-year-old son. He had like, he's skinny now, but he had like a thicker range.
Yeah.
Like he was a little heavy, like through 14 to like 17 and he started really losing weight. But I never once said anything about his weight because even though he's a little bit huskier, he wasn't like fat.
Yeah.
I think that it is on the responsibility of the parent to do healthy things for their child. And if they see them being unhealthy and starting to gain unnecessary weight, not like your body's changing and this is your body type.
Yeah.
I'm talking like you're throwing down Taco Bell and you're supplying them with junk food and you're not doing anything to like help them exercise or make better health choices. You do need to intervene. Like, so I know it's so weird because I watched this like breakdown. Not to get on a diatribe about this, but I watched this breakdown of this person giving a very compelling argument about beauty standards. Like they're very smart. But at the end of the day, I'm thinking to myself, this is just an excuse to not lose weight.
Yeah.
Like that's what this is.
Yeah.
Like, and you're not required to lose weight at all. At all. Who cares what society says? So this is the way I approach it. If you are comfortable, do you? But if you're uncomfortable, then you need to actively work to be comfortable, right?
Yes.
And that means different things for different peoples. My beauty standards for other people, I don't have any. I have look standards for myself, but it gets kind of dicey when you are teaching children healthy behaviors.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There's the extreme, which is calling your daughter fat and micromanaging the food they're putting in their body.
Bullying her.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Especially for girls that like are beat over the head with their image at all times, whether it's fair or not, it's the reality of the world. So that's unfair. You gotta try to give them empowerment, but it is on you to teach them to be healthy.
Yeah.
Like it's a weird position to be in, right? Because if you don't have kids, whatever, right? I don't like dislike fat people, but there are like people out there so psycho that they like dislike fat people. We may know a couple. We may know a couple.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
It's sad because you see one direction of these people making these really compelling arguments about why this is, this is a fascist way of like, and they'll intellectualize it in a sense that like you understand what they're arguing, but then the realist in you is like, oh, this is a bunch of bullshit because you just are fat and you don't want to lose the weight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's really what it boils down to. It's like, fucking work out.
Yeah.
Don't eat the junk food and work out.
Yeah.
Like, be comfortable. So that's what I'm telling everyone now. Like, my thing is be comfortable.
Yeah.
Whatever you're comfortable in.
Yeah.
Right?
Totally. And that can be a little heavier. If you like it, good on you.
And you know what? There's plenty of dudes that like it a little bit thicker.
Yup.
A little thick.
Fuck.
Fuck.
A little fuck.
A little fuck. Dude, I mean, like, honestly, it's in. And I'm glad that it's in because that's fine. And some people don't. Everyone has their own standards. I don't like it how, like, you see, like, super, like, to be clear, so everyone understands, especially in a new season of The Do-Over, I'm a pretty middle of the road guy. I don't like extremists on either side. I don't like super left. I don't like super right people. Like, a lot of the super left people, when they make those arguments, it's like you were saying everything besides just like diet and exercise.
Yeah.
You're giving me every reason why this is racist and fascist and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Other than just being like, I'm a little fat. Like, I probably need to lose some weight, which is like a rational take. The problem is society, not you or your own health. You know what I mean? Which naturally, if you're obese, you will have health problems that come with that.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah. You know what side of TikTok I'm on right now?
What?
Gym girl TikTok, obviously, because my algorithm's like, you're so fit. This is where you belong.
Because you're going to the gym all the time. You're a gym girl.
I'm a gym girl.
Yeah.
Some of these women, I'm like barking at them like a dog. I'm not kidding.
Because they're so hot.
Oh my God. There's this one girl in particular. Okay, you know gym butt? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm working on it.
Yeah.
All right. That's gonna be me.
That's gonna be me.
I'm like, but they're like really, what is your opinion on buff women?
How buff?
I'm not talking like,
I'm gonna be real. It's not my thing.
But not like bodybuilder. I'm not talking bodybuilder.
I'm talking like visible musculature in women is not my thing. And that is typically because I like a curvy body.
Yeah.
So, and I
gym butt.
Yeah. Well, I've seen bodies that like you can see a little ab. I feel like if I see a 6-pack on a woman, I'm like, that's kind of masculine to me. That is my taste. I'm not saying it is. And don't at me for that. Don't say blah, blah, blah.
That's just his opinion.
That is just my sexual preference.
Yeah.
To me, it's somewhat masculine. I do not like it. For other people, they love it. And that's great.
I'm one of them. I'm learning. I'm like, whoa.
But you're kind of bi. So like, if you're going to get the mixture of like.
Maybe that's it. Because I'm like, man, hot chick with abs. Whoa.
Yeah.
Big arms. Whoa. Like in this one girl in particular, I literally like on my phone, bark, bark, bark. I couldn't believe it. Literally.
Jess is at the gym all. like the mask. Literally. So there you go. There's some stories. We're going to take a little break, come back. We got a couple of little reactions that we got to do. One of them is kind of what we were talking about earlier.
Okay.
I love this video so much because it's so real. We're going to take like a 5-minute break. We'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
This break is brought to you by Frank Sierra Finish Carpentry and Sierra Door Supply, providing and installing all your doors, custom closets, and decorative molding needs. Now, just a little pro tip. We've had the luxury of working with Frank Sierra, and I got to tell you, their work perfect every time and incredibly fast and consistent. So whether you're in Tulare, Kern, Kings, and Fresno counties, the Sierras will come to you and offer excellent customer service and experience. Give a call to Anthony Sierra, your friendly neighborhood finish carpenters, for a free quote today at 559-623-3054. Thanks again for supporting the Do-Over Podcast.
If you're liking what you're hearing on the Do-Over Podcast, make sure to like and subscribe on any platform that you're following us on. We greatly appreciate your ear support, but If you want to go a little bit further, we do have a Patreon. That is linked below. Go and check that out. We're going to get some new rewards for our Patreon members because they definitely help us out, afford our studio and all the other things that we're going to be doing in the year 2026. Thank you to our Patreon members. You guys are incredible. We're back. Thanks again to the Sierras. Dude, Anthony Sierra, big supporter of the Do Over podcast, the OG.
He's from the jump, yeah.
From the jump, Anthony has been, so I'm going to invite Anthony in studio in the next few weeks to have him come in. Round of applause for Anthony.
Yay, Tony.
The fact that like they've just been super supporters since the get. And if you want to advertise, you can always just reach us up to, advertise your local business at thedooverpodcast@gmail.com if that's something that you're interested in. Now, Jess, it's time for Drew's. Your favorite part.
I hate this part
of the Do Over podcast.
I love you, though. I support you.
Me, bye. Also, if you want to join us, we record live on Twitch on Mondays at 10 and Fridays at 10. You can get your comments in and make fun of me as well. But no, just a couple quick stories. One, unfortunately, after I think they said 13 years plus, maybe even longer than that, Benediction is going to be closing.
Really?
Yeah, James hit me up not too long ago and he's like, yeah, think about closing, So I don't want to like put his personal information out there, but I'm going to have lunch with them on Wednesday and kind of get the story.
I just went there.
I know. And it's good. That's what sucks.
What is he doing?
I don't know. Like the thing is that, well, dude, times are tough right now. A lot of people do not have enough money to treat themselves to like dining.
Totally.
It's just what it is.
Yeah.
It's a lot of outside circumstances that is hurting a lot of industries right now. And I imagine that he's kind of smack dab in the middle of that and could be a multitude of things. So I'm going to have lunch with him on Wednesday, get the full story and then like report back on that on Friday so he can tell me what I can and cannot say. But we love Benediction, a very unique take on breakfast food. One of my favorite locations to eat at, not just in support of James, but just their food was super good. And I'm going to go on Wednesday so I can eat before we have, so I can get those damn sausages.
Yeah.
It sucks because I love James's food. James was an innovator as far as breakfast is concerned.
Yeah.
I feel like Benediction could have franchised.
I think so too.
I mean, he could have franchised the whole damn thing. So we'll get to the bottom of that story. Now, this is legit news. And I'm not going to go crazy in on like was it the Minnesota shootings? Minnesota, right? Was it Minnesota or Minneapolis?
I think it was Minnesota.
Yeah. Someone got shot in the face by ICE. We will handle those scary subjects later. That deserve kind of a lot more of attention than I've been able to give it in the past 2 days because I've been very, very busy. But there's some crazy stuff happening.
Yeah.
One thing I do want to talk about is the administration going after the head of the central bank, the Fed, Jerome Powell, who has been utterly put under a microscope by the current administration because of their reluctance to lower interest rates on money. Now, without getting into the huge nuts and bolts of it, like the flow of money in and out, the secondary money market and working in real estate, I see firsthand what larger interest rates do to my profession. And it makes it difficult. In my personal opinion, the reason why the outgoing administration lost is because of rates being so high, inflation and things like that. But now we also have a bunch of tariffs on top of it that are inflationary in general, because those are they are put off on the consumer to make up for. So there's a lot of like added factors here. But one of the things about the Fed is that the Fed is supposed to say separate. It's supposed to say separate from whatever current administration. Jerome Powell has served under Democratic and Republican presidents. They are supposed to be a separate entity than our government to do what's in the best interest of the people. Now, my personal opinion is that Jerome Powell has been way too soft on lowering rates.
Yeah.
That is my personal opinion. We are facing a lot of issues right now. And the reason why he is because if he is to just dirt rates like COVID times, that's what they did during COVID when everything was shot down to juice the market. When you do that, a lot of things go out of whack. And now we are in the middle of like the aftermath of doing that, like just dirting rates down to their lowest that they've been in 3 decades. You do that. Now we've been sitting in the aftermath of the repercussions of that. But I feel like Powell could have stepped down the rates more cohesively, more, to kind of see what happens. He is, in my opinion, way too soft-handed on it.
Yeah.
With that being said, the administration seems to be like trumping up, without being punny about it, things to try to like indict him on.
Yeah.
Which is just wild to me. It's like, it's crazy. So we're going to have to like keep our eyes on that. And the reason why I'm not going into like hardcore detail about all this, I'm conflicted because I don't feel like any president, it doesn't matter if it's Trump, any president at all should not be effing with the Fed, because the Fed has a very important job to make sure that we don't go into hard recession. But if they don't start stepping rates down, like I see a huge problem.
Yeah.
I see a huge problem. And these people that are voting on this have multiple homes. They make hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars. They don't understand. They can look at a mathematical equation and be like, well, if I do this, this will happen. So we can't do it. But dude, the real estate market in general accounts for 1/5 of our nation's GDP.
Yeah.
When people aren't selling and pulling out money and taking that money elsewhere and money's not moving, it's not just people like me. It's loan officers, it's plumbers, it's electricians, it's builders. There are so many industries wrapped around the real estate market in general that if people are not buying and selling homes, it's going to F our economy hard.
Yeah.
And people, I know so many buyers, and I'm going to end on this, that can afford a mortgage. They can, but they can't afford a mortgage that's like $4,000 a month.
Ridiculous.
They can afford a mortgage that's like $2,800.
Well, that's what all of our rents are now anyway.
Yeah. Like they can afford that, but they can't afford a $4,000 a month mortgage, which is almost with taxes and insurance. Like, dude, if you buy a medium priced house in Fresno, 20% down, you're looking at like $3,400 a month at least.
Crazy.
And that's with 20% down. Imagine if you're doing like a 3.5% FHA purchase, $450,000, which is the almost the average pricing in this town. I mean, you're pushing huge payments, and people can't afford that.
Yeah.
They need to lower the rates. They have for a long time. So one side of me is like, yeah, F that guy. We need to get someone in there that's going to be a little bit like more liberal with lowering the rates. But then I'm like, F that. No president should be able to put political pressure on the Fed. So I'm just like eating popcorn, just like it's all effed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there you go. Drew's News. Drew. All right, let's get to our reactions. And then we're going to get on out of here. Once again, I want to thank everyone for joining us live on a Monday. Thank you to Twitch at twitch.tv/The Do-Over Podcast. Very, very sweet of everyone. Now, normal people versus influencers. Trying a new recipe.
That's good. Come with me to make my grandmother's viral recipe that she has passed down to some people after we put her in the nursing home. But first, a little drinky drink.
Smooth move.
That's
The
a little
finger.
Let's get into it. Okay, guys, here is the final product. This is enough to feed a family of 12. If you think that that's too small of a portion, it's probably because you're fat.
Yeah.
It looks amazing. Oh, and it smells amazing too. Wait, why am I scared? No, guys, I'm literally so scared. Okay, I'm just gonna do it. Wait, stop. Stop, wait. No, because I'm obsessed. So good, you guys. So good. Wait, why is this actually so good? Wait, what the frick?
What the frick?
You guys are gonna want to save this recipe. It is a game changer.
My God, how accurate.
Yeah, no, that was this thing that's what it is. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
But no, because. All right, what else we got?
My friends and I are trying to settle an argument on the measurement of this tree. Some of the guys are saying you measure from right here to the tip. And I say that you measure from right here to the tip. Who's right?
Okay, wait.
No,
because
Come on, where do you measure?
you measure from the top, right, of the balls. You don't measure from the back of the balls.
This is the way I look at it. The ball. We're talking about trees, Jess. This is a tree.
Sorry.
This isn't a phallic representation of a man's manhood.
No.
This is a tree.
My bad. No, because
No, we can't.
it looks like a phallic penis.
I have one of my friends, Jeff Bitcho.
Uh-huh.
He'd walk around and be like, I got the 9. I'm like, are you starting to measure from your butthole?
Right. Where does it start?
Yeah. So I figured you do it. You don't do either. You do the side.
The side?
Yeah. Like if you are,
Okay.
firm.
Okay.
Okay. And like, here are the testes and here's where it meets your belly. Boulders. Yeah. The boulders. I figured that you measure on the side. I thought that's how you're supposed to do it.
The side of what?
The tree. Because
that doesn't include the balls.
You mean the boulder?
The boulder.
We're talking about trees.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, see, thank you, Miles. Yeah, you measure from the side.
Okay, so here's the tree.
Like for example.
And here's the boulders.
Yeah.
You start from here.
No. Okay. Okay. Here's a visual representation.
Okay. That's the boulders.
Okay. You don't measure from here up. You measure from here up, not here.
Okay, wait.
Okay.
Okay, wait. No, because
no. Wait, you got to do this.
No, because why am I scared? Why am I scared? Okay, wait. No. Your boulder.
Yes.
You don't start from the boulder.
No. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. You're starting from where the boulder is. That doesn't count.
No. Okay, imagine this is like this. Okay. And like, imagine like a 3D representation of this. Okay. I'm
picturing something right now.
Yeah, what they're saying is that you measure from here up. No, that's like the bottom. This is the top, this is the bottom, this is the sides. You don't measure from here either. Because like, look, this is like where the belly would go, right?
You mean to tell me
that you measure from the side?
That you have room right there?
What?
No, the balls interrupt that.
Boulders.
The boulders.
Okay,
no.
What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. I thought, because like, look, if you were like to take a picture and you're demonstrating size, right? You would put something next to it, right? So you put something next to it, like a soda can or something for scale. So that's what I'm saying, that you would start huge. Drew, I think you need your hands-on assistance when you free. Okay, Jay Zinn says, nobody cares how big the boulders are. You measure from the ground up to the tip of the tree. That's why you do the side, because then you have the full.
What are you even saying?
I don't know how it's. From the girl that says that the gooch is a pocket, you can't understand my visual representation of what I'm talking about? Oh my God. No,
because you don't. Okay, your boulders.
Yes.
Are here.
Yes.
So then you measure from there.
What
do you mean the side? Because you don't have room on the side.
Boo. Yes, you do. It's a cylindrical object. Okay, yes. So what I'm saying here, let me, where's the pointer when you need it? Okay. So what I'm saying is he's saying that people measure from here up. Other people measure from here up. What I'm saying is you measure from here up.
You don't have room there. That's your legs.
No, it isn't. No, your legs would be here. I'm saying from here is where you measure.
Listen, I think I'd know more about penis than you.
Unfortunately, having one for 41 years of my life, I disagree. I feel like I'm an expert. That's like me saying that I understand vagina better than you do. That's not accurate. I mean trees.
Don't I know it,
I mean
Andrew?
trees.
No man would know.
Trees.
Listen, respectfully, I think you're wrong.
All right. Well, we can ask another dude. He's like, well, I start at the back of my ass.
If they want the full 9 inches.
Yeah, if they want the full 9.
I'm sorry. Right? That is also not a flex.
Anyways.
No one wants your 9-incher, babe. That's crazy.
Anyways, round of applause. What a wonderful Monday episode. You'll actually see this on Wednesday. And our new episode talking about me almost getting in a fight in Target is live now. Go ahead and check that out.
That's fun.
And we're, like I said, I'm just trying to reiterate this so people know more episodes more often, a little bit shorter in length. So go ahead and take a like, a follow. That really helps us. Comment down below, share with your friends and family, anything you do. We do have links to Patreon if you want to go above and beyond, but that is not required. It is appreciated, but not required. And if you want to hit us up, we got something to talk about. TheDoOverPodcast@gmail.com. Barbress, Jess!
Yep.
Thank you so very much for coming in. It's always a wonderful time when I'm seeing you.
It's like I'm here all the time.
Yeah, it's like I'm here all the time.
It's just part of my day. It's part of my day.
Jess, where can people find you?
At Jess Schmidt hair, 2 S's, not 3 on the gram.
And make sure that you can work around her new schedule because she's a gym girly.
I'm buffa. Okay?
Yeah, she's buffa.
Buffa.
She's buffa. So thank you so very much for coming. We love you. Orgy, we love you. And until Friday, when we go live at twitch.tv/TheDoOverPodcast, we got episodes coming up. Please come and join us. Till next week, gotta go. Love you. Bye.